Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Well, everyone, it's here. It's been 6 years in the making. I have been eagerly awaiting this film for a lot longer than 6 years. I was praying this was going to happen. Finally, Real Film Nerds Podcast episode number 384. We get Deadpool and Wolverine. F yeah. Mike, are you as excited as I was watching this film?
I was cautiously optimistic. I didn't know what was going to happen with the whole MCU Disney stuff. Like, I didn't know if Disney was going to try and rein it in, do what Disney does. But apparently they just kind of let this one go. And that's awesome.
Shame, Mike. I am thoroughly disappointed that you were not excited about this film. This is the matchup. This is the matchup in the comics that everybody has wanted, because Deadpool is partially inspired by Wolverine, hence the katanas and hence the healing factor. But, his biggest inspiration is the DC character. I'm forgetting his name. His name is actually Slade Wilson and Wade Wilson. I'm forgetting the name. It's not Death Clock, but anyways.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And he was he's a big ripoff. That's what Deadpool is a big ripoff of him. And of course, I'm forgetting the character's name.
That's okay, dude. It's fine. You'll think of it as we get going. So let's just keep talking.
I'm just not a DC person. I'm just not. I'm a Marvel person. My number one favorite character is Deadpool. My second favorite is Wolverine. Third is probably Captain America or Winter Soldier. They're both pretty good. I like both of them. I like a lot of things. I'm just a giant fucking nerd. It just is what it is. Take it or leave it. Move on. Real Film Nerds Podcast. Mike, breakdown, set, go.
Okay. All right. Breakdown is set. Let's do it. This movie was directed by Sean Levy. It was written by Ryan Reynolds, Rhett Reese, Paul Warnick, Zeb Wells, Sean Levy, and is based on characters Rob Liefeld and Fabian Nacizia? I messed that up. Anyway, this movie's starring Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Emma Corrin, Matthew McFadden, Rob Delaney. And this movie is about Deadpool is offered a place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by the Time Variance Authority, but instead recruits a variant of Wolverine to save his universe from extinction.
Okay, Mike. So the big question, did you watch all the other things that relate to Deadpool and Wolverine so you understood the movie completely?
I believe so. Like the TVA stuff, I knew everything about that because I've watched the Loki and all that.
You watched Loki, so we got that. You've seen Logan.
Yes.
You've seen the Wolverine.
Yes.
You've seen all the Deadpool films.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's just about all of it. I think there's a couple little MCU things here and there. I don't want to get into spoilers, but you've seen all the Fox X-Men Marvel stuff, correct?
Oh, of course, dude. Of course.
Like X-Men 1, X-Men 2.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Origins.
Yeah.
Wolverine Origins, all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, you're all set. You're good. We're good to go. So you must have gotten a whole lot of this out of this film, because I know you wanted to talk about this, Mike. I went with not my regular person. Although I don't think he's a big Marvel Deadpool comic book character fan, but he probably would have loved this because I think he likes Deadpool, but he doesn't know like I know. I went with Lisa and Barry and Lisa's husband, Scott, and then Lisa's friend, Kelsey. And we took up a row at Picture Show, my least favorite theater in the area. But anyways, Barry and Lisa both said on the air on Friday that they had never even watched Deadpool 1 or 2. So they were Deadpool virgins going into this film, and they both really enjoyed it.
I think, obviously, there's so much fan service and so many things in this movie, but even if you don't know any of that stuff, you can still laugh a lot. There's just so much dialogue. There's so many like quick-witted humor that like if it doesn't hit or whatever, there's something else that's back coming like quickly afterwards. The soundtrack was killer. Like so good. Fits so well in the movie, man. Like I feel like that added to the movie a lot. And then there's just other kind of just ridiculous visual things that if the words aren't making you laugh, visually there's going to be some physical humor and you're going to laugh.
Very well put, Mike. And on Friday, I actually deferred a lot of my time to Lisa and Barry to talk about it, just because I think it was important to have people that didn't experience it and be like, no, if you've never seen it, you don't have to. Just go and have a good fucking time. And then, of course, I came in and I tried not to spoil it, which I did okay with. And I didn't describe all the shit. I talked about it. I loved it. But I made sure everybody knows that I'm biased. And again, that's kind of why I was alluding to in the start that I'm a huge Deadpool fan. I'm a huge Wolverine fan. I have not Wolverine's first appearance, but I have 2 copies of Wolverine's first miniseries, his first individual issue, signed by all 6 creators and graded. I have 2 copies of that. I have 2 copies of Deadpool's first appearance, New Mutants number 98, both signed by Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool. So I'm a little bit of a fucking fan.
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, definitely are a fan, man. So obviously you were predispositioned to love this movie.
I'm biased as hell, dude. I fucking love this movie. This movie was fantastic. It was everything I wanted it to be and then some. I think it could have done a few little things differently, but I love this movie, dude. I think, again, I'm biased as shit, but I think even if you haven't seen the other ones, you should go see it. This is a great, hilarious, fun summer blockbuster that is perfect for people that want to see rated R shenanigans and are okay with shit being over the top for 2.5 hours or 2 hours.
Yeah, I walked away from this, was like, man, the writers for this were awesome. Like, it was so quippy and so fast and covered so many things. I loved it. And I also was, I mean, there might have been a touch of it, but I really don't think Disney did anything to like try and tamp it down. It seemed like it was just exactly what they wanted it to do, like, which was awesome.
Why would you mess with success? The first Deadpool was not the first, it wasn't the very first, but the first Deadpool broke records. It was the highest grossing R-rated film on opening weekend ever. This one exceeded those expectations of the first one. Why would you change that formula? You know it's going to fucking print money. Leave it alone. Finally, Disney, leave something alone. Now we're probably fucked from here on out, but only time will tell. At least we got a really wonderful trilogy.
Yeah, man. Speaking of the money and all that, apparently this movie had a budget of about $200 million, and they had a marketing budget of $100 million. To me, I know it's worldwide and stuff, but $100 million. What do you spend $100 million on? But anyway, the movie was
airtime. Honestly, a lot of it is airtime and billboards. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
And then I bet you, not to keep going off topic, but I bet you they include in the marketing as the celebrity tours around the country.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm
pay
sure
for
that's
all
part
that.
of marketing.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that I'm sure does cost a decent amount, but anyway, it's just. But this movie, like you were alluding to, man, it made $205 million on opening weekend, the highest grossing R-rated movie ever, and like the 8th highest grossing movie, not accounting for inflation, ever. And dude, it killed it. And I don't think anybody could, and that was just in the States. I think the total gross is 438 with foreign markets. So it's
it's in the 400s for sure globally. Yeah, which is insane because they've already made their money back and then some. And it's going to just keep going because word of the mouth is going to travel and people are going to keep going. It's going to be number 1 at the box office for, I think at least a month, if not 2.
Didn't you mean Merc with the mouth?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, see, dude, that was kind of, man, you didn't even laugh. Nothing. I got nothing.
You nailed it, Mike. You fucking nailed it.
You were deadpan. Nothing. Just, yes.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. I was too busy thinking to myself, and it hurt.
I was trying to do a funny and nothing.
Dude, you did a funny, and you were successful. And it is the Merc with the mouth. Yes, very good, Mike.
All right. Well, anyway, no, Matt, I don't know if I was as dispositioned to like this as much as you. Of course, we're very super Marvel oriented on the show because, we're always looking for MCU tie-ins. But, man, I had a great time with this movie, man. It was just a lot of fun. Like, it was really, really fun. It was good to see that it was, I don't know, just ridiculous and over the top and done so well. Like, I don't know how long. I know there was lots of delays. I think even the pandemic affected the production of this. Like, all kinds of stuff happened. But, man, was it awesome. It was an awesome movie.
So, all right, Mike. Well, I think we have had enough time to discuss this without spoiling it. It's getting more and more difficult because we're just saying how great it is. We're not going into the detail about it. So, Mike, I think you need to do your things.
Okay. All right, Matt. So what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, or afternoon?
Well, Mike, I'm not drinking anything fancy. In honor of Hugh Jackman, I am drinking a Foster's, Australian for beer.
All right, dude. Great.
Because he's Australian, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, I was going to say, I couldn't remember if he was Australian or if he was a Kiwi.
No, he's Australian. Okay. Well, great, man. I am drinking something different. It was on sale, so I'll try not to mess it up, but it's called El Heimador. And it's like a cidery, I don't know, sparkling beverage. I'm drinking a grapefruit Paloma.
It's a grapefruit. You're drinking a Paloma, but it's made out of hymens?
No. El Heimador, which is, I don't know, dude. It's just some...
Is that Spanish for hymen?
I don't know. Probably not.
Is it like... baby fish hymens, or like what's going on here, Mike?
I don't know. So anyway, I thought I would try something different. Plus it was on sale.
Well, all right. Let's see if you found one. I don't know if you found one that was on topic. Maybe not. But Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
All right, Matt. This is kind of like a knock joke. We'll see if you like it or not. All right. So I'm Deadpool. Hey, Wolverine. Why don't you ever play hide and seek with me? You're Wolverine. Say why.
Why?
Because good luck hiding with that adamantium skeleton, buddy. You're an X-ray technician's dream.
Not bad. I like it. That was definitely not in the joke book, but...
No, not at all.
It works. It's very on topic and topical. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So speaking of that, Mike, we are now in the spoiler section, and I want to kick it off with a bang, just like the fucking movie did. Speaking of the adamantium skeleton, dude, how fucking hilarious was that he killed like hundreds of people with fucking, Wolverine's literal metal skeleton.
Dude, I loved it. I love the dancing too, like, because wasn't that the NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye, like, in there?
Yes.
Like, I mean, there were several things, but that was in there.
I think it was Bye Bye Bye, or was it Backstreet's Back? It was one of them. They played both of them in the film.
Yeah, I know. I think it was NSYNC. Dude, it was great. It was great. But there's so many great scenes in this movie, Matt. Like, all the other Deadpools, like...
Yeah, the Deadpool core. So that's kind of one of my gripes, but not one of my gripes.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get to that.
We can get in there as we progress through the film if you want, but
I don't know. I had a great time. The What'd you think about, Matt? I mean, we're in the spoiler zone. Blade.
Dude, that was like one of the best reveals like ever. That shit was fucking amazing. And they got Wesley Snipes too, and he looked good. They had to have CGI'd that motherfucker because he's old as shit. But that was awesome. And then Jennifer Gardner, like I kind of picked up on that one that was happening. I mean, they had everybody, dude. Sabretooth, like everybody. But I did not see Blade coming, and that was awesome, dude. People literally got up and cheered in my theater when he popped on screen.
Oh wow, dude, that's cool. That didn't happen in my screen, but people cheered. I don't think they got up though.
Oh, it was awesome. They stood up and cheered. It was awesome. But anyways, I was gonna try and go a little chronologically, but I'll just go ahead and talk about it. So the Deadpool Corps. So all the Deadpools are known as it's the Deadpool Corps. It was a comic book run done by Rob Liefeld. Not that long ago, less than 10 years ago, probably 10 or 15 years ago now, because I got to remember this movie took 6 years to get made. But in the comic book series, Deadpool travels to all these different multiverses, getting the different Deadpools to help accomplish missions and stuff. In this, they're his enemy, which I thought was really an interesting, fun take. But I still would have liked to have seen like more Deadpools kind of on his side. But Dogpool fucking stole the show all day long.
Yeah, Dogpool was awesome.
Yeah, and my mom was talking about it. She researched how they got the dog to lick Ryan Reynolds' face, and they took salmon paste and put it on his face.
Dude, I didn't even know that was a real dog, dude. I thought it was fake. That's a real dog.
No. It's a real dog, and it won the ugliest dog award like last year in Great Britain or something.
It is one interesting looking dog.
That poor dog.
Yeah,
that poor dog. But it doesn't know it's ugly as shit.
It's a face only a mother could love.
A blind mother.
Jeez.
But yeah, and okay, so here's a massive spoiler. Mike, do you know who played Lady Pool?
No, I have no idea because like it just had just the hair.
It was one of two people. Okay, it was either going to be Taylor Swift or it was going to be Blake Lively, and I was really fucking pulling for Taylor Swift.
Was it Blake?
So it was Blake Lively. It was not Taylor Swift.
His wife.
Yes, it was his wife, even though he kept trying to throw people off his scent by saying, no, we couldn't afford her day rate and all this shit. I was really hoping it's going to be Taylor Swift, because I don't know if you know this story, Mike. This is how much of a Deadpool nerd I am. 1 year for one of Taylor Swift's Halloween parties that she went to, she borrowed Ryan Reynolds' legit Deadpool costume from the first film and wore it as Deadpool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because her and Blake Lively are really good friends, but coincidentally, she became good friends with Ryan Reynolds because, they're married. So I was really hoping it was going to be Taylor Swift because she's a big Deadpool fan. And nope. Oh, well, but it was cool seeing Blake Lively, though.
Yeah. Didn't he say something? He the fourth wall breaks, those are good. Didn't he say something about Blake in there? I'm trying to remember.
He talked about Blake, but I don't remember if it was that scene. But
he
talked about Blake Lively at one point. I don't remember.
I think it was a different scene, but anyway, it was fun.
Yeah, I'm going to go see it a couple more times, I'm sure. Lots of my friends wanted to go see it with me. They all were kind of upset I went to Picture Show instead of Harkins, and so they bailed on me. And so they all still want to go see it, so I will probably go see it a couple more times if I can get it in this week with our review for next week, which is not going to be Deadpool and Wolverine. I'd love to do it 2 weeks in a row, but we'll talk about that later.
That'd be fun. The second review.
Yeah. The only thing that kind of I was hopeful for was the Deadpool core thing. I thought they were going to be a lot more in there and a lot more going on. I like what they did. I like that he had to fight through them and then they all regenerated. That was fucking amazing. But I was hoping they were going to be like on his side and you'd see all these Deadpools like being heroes and doing all this crazy shit like in the comic. But it's cool. How they did it worked. It worked really well. So I don't hate it, but I don't really, really love it like I wanted to. But the other thing that I wasn't a super huge fan of, and I'm kind of sad about, but I understand because they had the story, was all the characters we've grown to love over these past 2 films. They had very, very, very small parts in this film. Like, his girlfriend,
His roommate.
Blind Owl, his roommate. Blind Owl's from the comic book. She was not made up. She is from the comic books. She's an old black blind lady in the comic books with a coke problem too. That's straight out of the comic book. Peter Pool, that was hilarious, but Peter's not from the comic books that I know of. Bob is, but we saw Bob in the first Deadpool movie. But yeah, we didn't get like the secondary and third characters that we have all grown to love, which is fine. I mean, this is Deadpool and Wolverine, but I would have liked a little bit more of them. But other than that, that's about it. That's the only kind of issues I had with the film. Other than that, I fucking loved it. It was great.
Yeah, one thing that I thought was a little bit weird, and this is just me being a little bit picky, was I think there was quite a bit of CG for Hugh Jackman, and I'm not sure if it was like some of the stuff to make him look more jacked when he had his shirt off and like stuff, but like it looked a little bit off. Something was different.
Yeah, they could have AI'd him to make him more ripped because he is an old man. I mean, fuck, dude, Ryan Reynolds is almost 50. You know? Ryan Reynolds is like, I think 48 or 49. And Hugh Jackman, I think, is in his 50s, if not in his 60s.
Yeah, no, Hugh Jackman's in his 50s for sure. This is his most successful opening.
Well, dude, and we got to talk about it just because it hurt, but the end where they were showing all the behind the scenes stuff of all the Fox X-Men and
oh yeah,
that was just like, that just like brought a tear to my eye. It's like, man, this whole movie was like a love letter to the Fox Marvel franchise, and this is clearly like done, no more. Fox is gone forever, and it was kind of sad.
Yeah, no, it was interesting that they chose to do that.
I loved it. I thought it was great. And it just was like, man, it'll never be the same, but it's kind of like we got closure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the X-Men movies had kind of fallen off a little bit, and was it Bryan Singer's version of some of the movies were kind of weird?
Yeah, that was the more modern, younger X-Men.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah, they had some great actors and some great stuff in there. I liked them. I liked Days of Futures Past, and I liked all those. I thought they were great, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. But I mean, Fox got bought, so this is it. It's done. The one thing, oh God, we have to talk about this. Channing Tatum as Gambit.
Oh yes.
You know where all that came from, right, Mike?
No, I have no idea.
They were in production of a Gambit film as Channing Tatum portraying Gambit when Disney bought Fox, and they killed the project.
Oh no! So they'd filmed some of it.
I think they had started filming it. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Now his accent was fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was so bad, but it was really cool to see a really good Gambit on screen. Like the Gambit in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, or whatever the fuck that piece of shit movie was. I mean, that movie is not awful, but it's not great. That Gambit was pretty awesome, but dude, to see Gambit thrown down and legitimately fighting in this movie was tits, because Gambit is a badass. Everybody's like, oh, he has a weird ass X-Men power. No, his power is cool, man, and he is straight up a character from our generation, from the 90s cartoon. He
is, dude. Yeah, no, it was there was so much little like fan service for all kinds of different things, and I enjoyed Deadpool calling out the Fox and Disney thing all the time. It was so funny. Like, I guess I'm going to Disneyland now, or never knew what it would be like to work for Disney, or something like that.
Well, what I like is that Mike, technically now Deadpool is a Disney princess.
Ah, yes, that's true. And I think I saw on Disney Plus, they're rocking all the Deadpool stuff now. Like, they're streaming it. I'm like, well, Disney just got, like, rated R.
No, it's actually been on there for several months. A lot of people don't know it because they didn't like put it out at front. But this is the whole merger. So when they bought Fox, they also got Hulu. And they're slowly merging Hulu and Disney Plus into one product, which is going to be basically Disney Plus. So this is kind of the start of that merger openly. Like they're openly saying Deadpool is on Disney Plus, but it's been on there. I'm not joking, for 5-6 months.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see it featured, you know, like, wow.
Yeah, on a service that's typically PG and G movies. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm like scrolling to go find Frozen and I'm like, whoa. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. No.
Oh, no. There's a tea bag.
Yeah. But, you know, it's interesting, man. Like, I almost feel like Disney Plus should have like not a different app, but like a different part of the app that's like more adult content, and then the other parts that's still Disney. Like, I don't know, like have like a different section.
What I think they should have done is when they bought Fox and Hulu is kept Hulu and kept Disney Plus separate, have Disney Plus be everything up to PG-13 and have Hulu be everything rated R+. Like including TV shows like TVMA, because, you know, Fargo and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I always thought, is they should have split it that way. But they didn't. They're just merging it into one product, basically, is what they're doing.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is consolidate like costs, because I think Hulu's built in different technology stack and Disney Plus is built on a different one. But they could have still done that in the background and people wouldn't have noticed if they did it correctly, and like it would have been fine to keep them separate, you know, or even have like the same login, like same logins that could get you into either service, you know, but like kind of have them different. I don't know.
Well, whatever they're doing it. No turning back now. So
it's true. That's true. No turning back. Like, I don't know if it's on there, but like, you know, Alien and all that stuff's Fox. So like, I don't know if that's on Disney Plus. Go watch Alien.
Again, I don't know yet. I know they're slowly merging it all over, but dude, you know, for us, we don't even have to do that, because I know you and I both own every single Alien film.
Yeah, I know. And the new movie's coming out. I'm pretty excited about that. But
yeah, dude, I was gonna say, is that August, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it's not this coming week, but I think it's the week
2 or 3
after.
weeks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we're gonna be doing that, because that's next to Jaws. That's Mike's favorite film product ever, is Alien.
Dude, I really like the Alien, man.
Yeah, I'm not hating. I love Alien. Star Wars is better by far. But, you know, Alien is great.
Well, it's just because not everyone in Star Wars is getting eaten all the time. There are some people, but it's not all the time.
It's true. I mean, the Sarlacc pit, that ate some people.
That's true. It did.
And burped.
Yeah. It's funny. Good scene.
So, all right, Mike. Well, is there anything else you want to add about Deadpool and Wolverine, or do you think we covered it all?
No, everybody should go see this in the theater. It's not for kids. If you thought it was for kids, I mean, some people take their kids. I think Ryan Reynolds watched this with his daughter, who's 9, and so you can do whatever.
There was some young kids in my showing on Thursday night, which was awkward. You know, one thing I did want to kind of touch on was the villain. Like,
Yeah.
What did you think about Charles Xavier's sister?
I didn't know she existed, but I thought it was cool. Like, I thought she was a good villain. She was serviceable, right? They could have done a little bit more about her backstory, maybe. But, I mean, there's only 2 hours. They already have a lot of stuff going on with Wolverine and Deadpool. But she was a good bad guy.
And she is a character from the comic books, Mike.
Excellent.
Cassandra Nova, I believe is her name.
Yeah. Cassandra Nova.
Yeah, and I thought she was a wonderful villain, but yes, I agree, for people that don't have the extensive nerdology that I have, and don't know who she is, then they don't know the backstory and all that stuff. It would have been nice to get a little bit more, but she talked about where she came from and who she is, and I believe in the film she's from one of the different multiverses where they were twins.
Okay. I enjoyed when she fingered people's brain. I love that. That was fun.
Dude, that shit was creepy as fuck. That shit was just ridiculous, especially when the CGI looked so good. Like the fingers coming out of their eyes and shit. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. It did look really good, dude. Whoever did that, I'm sure that was just one house that did those special effects. Dude, it was awesome. They did a great job. They can put fingers in anybody's head like nobody business.
Yeah, dude, they know how to finger some brains.
That is for sure. No, I thought that was really good scenes, but yeah, man, it was like disturbing to watch. Like, ugh.
Oh, and I have to mention the best fucking cameo ever. Well, it has to be one of the best cameos. I'm forgetting the actor's name. Of course I am, but Captain America.
Captain America? You mean Flame?
Human Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch.
But I'm forgetting the actor's name.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. I feel like an idiot that I forgot that. But Chris Evans, and then he turned into the Human Torch. That was so good. That was so good. I love that so much. And then how the end scene was him really saying all that shit. That was so funny.
Oh, dude, the end scene with him spouting off like the ridiculous line that Deadpool said. No, well, he said that.
Yeah, and he's like, here, let's play back the tape. That was so funny. It was so good. But because, Chris Evans swore he was never, ever, ever going to do another Marvel movie for as long as he lived. And he popped up in this. And I think how they got him is they're like, no, you're not going to be Captain America. You're going to be the Human Torch. And he was like, how do I say no to that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds is like, come on, man, look, here's how it's going to be. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. And he talked him into it.
I mean, you can tell there's not one person in this film that is not having fun. Like, they are all fucking loving this thing.
Yeah, no, you're right, dude. Like, it's got to be a fun time on the set with Ryan Reynolds and all those guys, and because like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are like friends in real life, so like it was probably a lot of fun to like make the movie.
Oh yeah, dude, they're best friends in real life. Oh fuck, I keep forgetting. I scrolled down and I looked at the cast, and I'm like, God damn it, we have to talk about this one too. If they cast Henry Cavill as Wolverine from here on out, I would be very happy. That was so funny.
When he was in the other universe, right?
Right. He plays Wolverine in one of the universes, and he's called the Cavalrine. How awesome is that? I want that fucking movie. Even if it's like a what if, I want that movie. That would be so awesome. I mean, Henry Cavill as Wolverine, perfect, dude. That was so fun. But I'm just nerding out now. So Laura, aka X-23.
Oh yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She was in the Star Wars movie TV show that is literally the worst Star Wars product ever made, called The Acolyte. She's a Jedi. She's a Jedi in there. You can barely recognize her because she's an alien.
Okay.
But she's really come into her own. She's much better in this movie than she was in The Acolyte. I would love to see an X-23 movie. I think she's in the film. She's supposed to be in her 20s now, probably. Yeah. I think having a restart of Wolverine as X-23 or just X-23 the Wolverine or whatever could be its own franchise if she can keep up with the acting. Because, dude, her fight scenes, she was a badass. She was kicking some real ass in those fight scenes.
Yeah, no, she was. She was. They had so much stuff in this. Like this, they covered a lot, and I'm glad it wasn't too long because I think they could have gone longer. But I liked it. It was a good runtime. It's just a lot of fun, man. Just a lot of fun.
And then I was really afraid they were just gonna kill Deadpool and Wolverine off and just be done. And then you see them come out, and you're like, yes, they didn't. because that would have been an easy way to tie it up in a nice little bow.
Yeah. Yeah, and what'd you think about all the TVA stuff, like the Time Variance Authority and all that?
Dude, that's how they were going to be able to do it. That's how they had to do it, was the TVA stuff. Because now that you have the TVA and the multiverse and all that stuff, then it's like, okay, well, the Fox universe is a different, universe. And it was what? Earth 1058-62 or something. It was really fucking long.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
And then our Earth, which is weird because the MCU would have thought they would have done different than the comics, but they didn't. They consider MCU Earth 616, which is our current Earth in the Marvel comic book world as well. You would have thought they would have done a different one just so they could fuck with their characters and stuff like they already have. But nope. So Deadpool's in Earth 616 now. So.
All right. Well, I don't know. We could keep going on about all kinds of things, but the bottom line is, go see this movie. Give them all your money, and let's keep the theaters going.
Dude, I could nerd out for this for hours because there is so much shit, and that's why I needed to stop looking, because I just keep seeing stuff that I'm like, oh man, I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. So I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go, Mike, what film are we going to chat about next week?
It's the next M. Night Shyamalan movie, but I forgot the name of it.
We're going to go see the new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film, Trap.
Yeah.
Takes place in a concert venue, and it clearly looks like a Taylor Swift concert or inspired by a Taylor Swift concert, starring Josh Hartnett as a not so nice guy, and I'm excited for it. I think it looks really good. I hope this is a successful M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film, because I was talking about it on the radio when I announced what we're going to do, and I said for him, I either love his film or I hate his film. There is no middle for me when it comes to M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Either they're fucking ridiculous and bad, or they're really good.
I would love to see a really good M. Night Shyamalan movie that builds up the tension, does all the stuff, and has no twist.
Yeah, that's never going to fucking happen, and you know that.
I know, but I'm just putting that out there.
But it's not going to happen. There's going to be a twist. I'm sure there's going to be a twist in this one. So, anyways, that's our review for next week. Trap. Mike, I don't think I even need to ask, but I guess I will. How many reels do you give Deadpool and Wolverine?
5 out of 5 reels, dude.
All fucking day long. 5 out of 5. I've given Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, now Deadpool 3, all 5s. I love the Deadpool universe. I am biased as fuck, but I really think they knocked it out of the park. And it could have gone, like you said, Mike, not so well. And luckily Disney said, nope, we're going to stand in the back. You do your thing.
Yeah, that was really cool. And it was brave. But I think, like you said, Matt, they're like, Ryan Reynolds is like, so, I know you guys like money, and I can print money. Do you guys want to do that? And they're like, yes, please.
Well, Mike, and Sean Levy, the director, has worked with Ryan Reynolds several times, and on one of your more favorite modern films back in 2016.
What was my more modern film? 2016.
Arrival.
Ah, yes, that was a great movie. Fantastic movie.
He was also the director for Free Guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. Very cool.
So he's not really known for the big time, crazy action set pieces, but he is a well-established director. He also did Date Night. He did Night at the Museums, all 3 of them. And he also directed several episodes of Stranger Things.
Oh, man. Yeah. So he's our kind of people.
He is, yeah, and he did a really good job, and I hope this leads to more success and more films for him, because I think he did a really good job. So, anyways, Mike, I'm going to stop myself because, like we've discussed, we can keep talking all night, and you need to go to bed because you're old.
I do need to go to bed because I am old. But like we said, make sure you go out and see this in the theaters if you can. The theaters are hurting. And thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, or Meta. I just said the same thing a few times. And, yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.
Hi, everyone. This is Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 74? I'm not sure. And it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Yay! Hi, Matt.
Jeez, that's a terrible introduction. I thought you were going to say, with me, as always, my incredible son who is smarter than I am, Mr. Matt Hinshaw. But of course, no, you did not. You just said, hi, Matt. What are you, a teenage girl?
Yeah, I'm probably going back to my babyhood or something.
Well, that definitely all explains the diapers.
I don't wear diapers yet, thank goodness. But that's one thing that hasn't fallen apart, but everything else has.
Well, okay, fine. Maybe not the diapers, but it explains why you soil yourself on a weekly basis.
That could be true. Really, really. Anyway, I was so excited to see this movie, but being it's an R-rated, you have to be a grown-up to go see it, right? Right.
Well, then why did you go see it?
Well, because I'm really grown up. Very old. Very, very, very old. Not many people older than me, which is a scary thought.
I'm pretty sure Blind Al is older than you.
Who's he?
She is in the movie.
Oh, oops, sorry. Okay. Well, I don't know. Look.
Deadpool's roommate? The lady that loves the cocaine?
Right, she's blind. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Well, her name is Blind Al.
I didn't know what her name was. Why? I don't know. I didn't listen, or she didn't call her by that name. I don't know.
Were you drunk?
Nope.
Do you do cocaine?
I drank a Sprite, and that's as wild as I got. So there.
Did you snort the Sprite?
No, no. That would have been a mess. And there were too many people there anyway. No, I didn't know that his roommate was called Al. Okay.
Blind Al. Her name is Blind Al.
Why now? Okay.
If you would have watched the first, second, or third film, you would know that. But clearly you were drunk and or asleep on your Sprite.
Well, I did watch the first and second one, but it's been I don't know how many years. So there. I want to watch it again.
Since the last one.
When was Logan?
Logan, I don't remember. It's been several years for Logan as well.
Yeah.
But are you going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine? Or are you going to keep talking about all these other old films?
No.
And stop talking over me, Mom. Remember, we are on Skype. I cannot hear you when you talk. And you talk over me. Remember that. Yes, you're shaking your head. That means you can talk now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay. Anyway, I love this movie.
Need a drink.
Yes, indeedy. I drive everybody to it except the one person that I wish did drink. Well, anyhow, I loved it, and I don't even know many of the Marvel characters, etc's names and all that, but I still loved it. And Wolverine, he was awesome. Hugh is just fantastic. He needs to never retire. He needs to make all sorts of Deadpool Wolverine movies. He was great, but I especially loved the beginning. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Oh, where Deadpool, and Ryan even dances, and he said he couldn't dance, but he can, even in those tight pants.
He could have been a stunt double.
Really? Oh, well.
Yeah, because that's what they used for Deadpool 2. In the intro, they have him dancing and doing all these, seductive things and poses and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Those are all doubles. Mostly women, actually.
Oh, I don't think, well, maybe it was a guy, but it didn't look like he
It was a woman in in Deadpool 2 in the intro.
really. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway, I like this intro. I thought it was really different and really, really cool. And I bet you Ryan came up with it. And the cinematography was just, spot on, great, awesome. And, well, and I cannot tell you how much I loved Peggy. Dogpool, which you have to go see the movie so you can see Dogpool. And the rest of it. Why do people think it was so bloody? How many people could they have killed? Maybe 100 or something? Maybe 200, do you think?
I don't know. It was a lot, though. It was a lot of murdering. No, I don't think there's as much in this as there is in the John Wick films, but maybe there was.
I don't
But
think.
yes, there was a lot of murdering.
Well, I didn't think it was that bad myself. But that's me because I can handle a lot of it because I've seen John Wick movies. So
It's because you've done a lot of murdering in your life.
oh, I wish. Well, no, I don't wish. I have to be a nice, really decrepit old grandma. Yep.
That's your cover. You're really an assassin that likes to murder people.
Oh, no, not a bit. No. But anyway, you just would have a blast. I love the banter between the two guys who are bestie friends and have known each other for, what did he say, like 14 years or more, something like that. Anyway, they've been really, really good friends for a long time, and it was so fun. And oh God, I about lost it. The vehicle that they got. Oh God, in the movie. Oh my God. Honda Odyssey. Are you kidding me? Well, if I could have, I would have gotten down and laughed myself sick on the floor. Pardon me. Okay.
Why? Because you have one, and the one that they destroyed and massacred was the one that I used to have?
Yeah. What a blast. I mean, I tell you. Ryan, you are a nut. Oh, I thought it was just great. And I want Peggy to make her own Dogpool movie. I think that should be next on Ryan's list.
I would like to see Deadpool Core because they had the Deadpool Core in the film, but in the comic book world, the Deadpool Core is all good people that try and accomplish missions. And it was Lady Pool, Deadpool, Dogpool, Squirrel Pool, and Headpool was Deadpool Core.
Squirrel Pool.
And then they've done like additions in the comics over the years. And I have to say, one of my favorite is Panda Pool. That one is absolutely hilarious because it's a panda, but pandas in real life are extremely vicious creatures.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he was a murderer for sure.
Oh, boy, they must have had a lot of material for his red suit. Oh, well. Anyway, Panda Pool. Love it. Well, Peggy had her red whatever thing you want to call it on.
She had the Deadpool uniform because she's Dogpool.
Absolutely. Yes. That was her uniform, except I heard tell you don't want to see her body anyway. They said she has very baggy nipples or something. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you really going there, you old biddy?
What?
If you think you have room to talk about someone's baggy nipples?
Hey, mine are still perky. Don't even talk about it.
I don't want to know.
Okay. Okay, that's all right. Wear your brassieres, girls, so that they don't collapse when you're 80. You didn't want to know that either. Oh, golly. Anyhow.
Tips from Ma Hinshaw. Lovely.
Great. And there's so many funny lines in there. Oh, it's just so fun. And Cassandra, and I don't know, I don't remember the name of her, what evil person she was, but she was really good. And how you can stand to be bald that long. Oh gosh. She was good. Right?
No, I thought she was a very good villain. It would be nice if you used the character's name, but that was
What's her character's name? I don't know.
well, isn't well, you did say Cassandra because it's what, Cassandra Nova, isn't it? Yeah, Cassandra Nova. Her real name is Emma Corrin.
Oh, her real name's Emma. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, she was good. She was really vicious. Like what you would like to do if you were a woman and you could do that murderous stuff. Anyway, I highly recommend everyone, and I think the whole world is going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Join the crowd, folks. Well worth it. I want to see it again. Oh, yeah.
Okay, then why don't you go see it again?
No, I can't get Michael to take me again, I don't think, unless he has a day off. Dave won't go. Oh, beware, if you don't like F-bombs and jokes about male private parts, you may not want to see it. But, other than that, it's all cool. Right?
And we all know that you love jokes about male genitalia.
I don't love it, but I can handle it. I mean, I'm a prude, but not real prudish, sort of ish.
Were you sad that Channing Tatum didn't take off his shirt?
I'm sad when anybody doesn't take off their shirt.
Well, you had Hugh Jackman, but Mike and I were talking about it on the pod. We're pretty sure his abs were CGI.
Are you kidding? I thought those were his abs. Oh, no. Now I'm disappointed.
Well, we can't confirm it, but Mike said the CGI didn't look right when he wasn't wearing his shirt.
Well, you guys need to investigate that because Ma Hinshaw wants to know if those were his real abs.
You have Google, too.
How do I know how to use it?
How have you made it this far in life?
Not well. Okay. Oh, that would be terrible if those were not his abs. I heard he worked out like crazy. And he's a dancer. He should be, pretty ripped. I don't know.
He's in his late 50s, Ma.
So what? That's a youngster. You don't start collapsing until you're 65 or in there.
Oh, crap. I'm only in my 40s and I've collapsed.
Well, then you have a problem because no, you should not have collapsed yet. Okay. Well,
are we going to talk about the movie?
Well, I did.
Okay, are you done then?
Yes. It's a blast. It's fun. It's funny. It's visually, it's great. There's lots of killings, which I'm sure if you like killings, you will enjoy. And you must go and see Deadpool. And it's just a really great movie. I loved it. There.
There's nothing else you want to add?
Not that I can think of. Not
okay.
Really.
Then how many cookies do you give Deadpool and Wolverine?
I give it a whopping 5.
Did you give it 5 on the radio?
Jawohl.
Are you sure?
Jawohl.
All right.
Well,
what movie are we going to watch next week?
Trap.
Uh-huh.
Never heard of it in my whole entire life. I mean,
you haven't seen the trailers? Mom, you go to the trailers like 3 hours early. You should see the trailer by now.
I'm sure I've seen the trailer, but it didn't really thrill me that I would remember it. There's a lot of trailers I watch or see.
Really, this movie looks good. It's about a Taylor Swift concert, and they're setting up a trap to capture this mass murderer, and the mass murderer is there at the concert with his daughter.
Okay, now that's freaking nuts.
Yeah, that's why it's going to be awesome.
Well, good, because it takes one nuts one to another. Well, to understand something else that's nutty, I guess. I don't know.
What the hell are you trying to say? Are you calling yourself a nut?
Absolutely. That's me. And you. Sorry.
Why are you calling your own child nuts?
Oh, come on. People, have you met
Are,
Matt? He's crazy.
are you trying to say the nut doesn't fall far from the tree?
That's very true.
Terrible. You're so mean to me.
Well, that's my view. Go see it, guys, if you can get in there, because it's probably all sold out. Everybody wants to see it.
That's good, because that's going to keep theaters alive and well and people making money, because they're estimating that a movie theater ticket starting probably next year is going to cost $30.
Oh, well, then I won't be going after that. No way. Or once every 3 months or something. Oh my God. Nobody will be able to take their kids. That's horrible. I like to take the kidlings. Well, not that I have any, but I would. Darn. That's horrible. They can't do that. People go to the movie, and it was full here in weird Sierra Vista, so that was good. Mm-hmm.
All right. So are you done?
Yes, I am.
You're sure?
Yes.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for another blind Ma Henshaw loses her cookies episode, where she talks about dogs and Deadpools and genitals and murdering. I mean, this podcast is so revealing of my mother. So, anyways, next week, the new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film, Trap. We will chat with you then. Have a wonderful start to your August.
Bye.